Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Discovery Road. You know, there's nothing quite like going to the movies, especially when it's a Western movie, and no better place in all of America than right here in Kanab.
Stars like John Wayne and movie directors like Sergio Leone just loved it here.
And you can't blame them. It's a beautiful place, perhaps one of the best places in all of America to make a movie. So let's see what the Shootout 2014 filmmakers have to show us.
Like the Italians would say, andiamo, let's go.
Your spine is outlaw! I can't walk!
In this episode, we find out about movie making in a fun-filled Old West-style shootout in Kane County.
Welcome home, little lady.
Mr. James Nelson is visiting us from K-Jazz television show called The Discovery Road. This is our third project together now.
Action, fellas!
Movie making is big business in Kane County and has been for a long time. That's why the City Council is paying attention to this guy, tourism official Kelly Stoll.
You see some film crews around town, don't know why. They might be asking you to be in their movie, but they basically have 52 hours to make a short film.
Make sure you're safe. We don't want to have any catastrophes go on. You're responsible for your safety, not me. But it's up to you. If you do fall off the cliff, make sure somebody films it.
And here they are, the filmmakers for the 2014 Old West-style shootout. They're listening to last-minute instructions. They'll have to make a film with a Western theme, and for Western movies, there is no better place.
Well, the value of the Little Hollywood Shootout is, one, the opportunity to walk in Hollywood's past. Kanab has a lot of Hollywood history when it comes to the classic Westerns. And they came here for a reason. The epic views are just phenomenal. So the opportunity to shoot with this kind of a backdrop, amazing. But two, it's a great opportunity to just practice filmmaking in general in a short time period, to be able to compete against other filmmakers and just to kind of get the adrenaline up. Though the Red Rock landscape of southern Utah really hasn't changed much over the last several decades, filmmaking has. It's so much easier for you to get a hold of equipment that before was just out of reach.
Well, these young filmmakers, both the young women and young men that are competing, are full of anxiety and excitement at this point because we've just fired off the starting gun to be able to go out and start filming. At least two of those to put in your film. They don't need to be lengthy, they can just be master shots if you need to, but get two of those locations in. You can use as many locations as you want on or off the list, but at least two of those on the list need to be in there.
They're off like a dirty shirt to make their movies, and we're riding along to see what that experience is all about.
That was great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. And action.
Mister, did you get a chance to look at that report? Take it that there's something wrong? Let's see what we can do.
And cut.
They've had to take the idea of welcome home and incorporate that somehow into their script and into the theme of their movie. And so they're readjusting from what they thought they were going to do to what they're actually going to be doing.
Say hello to 13-year-old Trevor Black. If this youngster had a nickname, it might be Little Hollywood. He feels right at home among the movie makers here in Kanab. Believe it or not, he's a veteran of sorts. He's been in this competition, making movies, learning all he can about the industry, and of course, having fun.
Horseman. It's about a guy who he's just a jerk overall, but the thing is, he's not just a guy. He's part horse. So he's a horse guy, horseman. It's so hard to explain, but if you've ever seen somebody running around with a horse mask, you just start laughing, usually.
You have to have a third person in there. You gotta have a bartender.
We've got about 12 members on our team. Very exciting. Most of them are very skilled students at the Art Institute, and that's how we assembled the team, was a collaboration of students. We have a few members that are not students that are close friends and family.
Once they open up at 10, they got guys in there already. Yeah. They always have their locals that come in early in the morning. It's not full, like it's like, you know, full scene or anything.
I just don't think that's important. I really don't. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere in a podunk bar. 2 people is plenty.
What you are witnessing is the birth of a movie. Lots and lots of ideas.
Yeah, promote his bar. That's what I was telling him we'll do.
Plenty of passion and excitement. And understandably, they're all in a hurry.
It's definitely a lot of debate. We've been having meetings for about a month, and I've been kind of producing, executive producer, and it's been a lot of debate because it's really hard to give up creative control, and it's also really hard to make an idea that everybody wants to participate in and has their whole heart in, and that's what we really have strived to do. I've got this in a timeline. It's basically the same thing that we had at the pre-production meetings at school, but here's our storyboards timelined out. Oh yeah, which just reminds me, we need a title.
Yeah, we'll still think about that.
The title is in debate right now. That's part of our meeting we're going to talk about. One title that's been tossed around is 8-Year-Old Justice, as it is a young 8-year-old toddler main character.
Did we figure out how to get the welcome home thing into it?
Yes. Yes. The way we're gonna do it is after the sheriff gives Lily the badge,
the sheriff's
his honor,
badge,
he's gonna be like this. He's gonna look at her, tip his hat,
welcome home. Yeah.
Or he can say welcome home, tip his hat, sheriff, walks away.
Nice. Yeah, we talked about a few things. Welcome home, kid. Welcome home, sheriff. He could even be like, welcome home, ma'am.
I get to play the drunkard, so it's going to be really fun. I get to stumble around and be the antagonist. I'm excited. It should be a blast. Get to do the lazy eye and the whole 9 yards, so I'll have fun with it. And yeah, the name of the short that we're doing is The Kanab Kid, and it's all about a little girl who's playing sheriff, and she stumbles onto me, who is the drunkard, and I end up starting a fight with a bartender who's not open yet.
So, and we'll just shorten the cord and everything else. So I was thinking about that. Perfect for a low, for hanging out.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you got that, because we have nothing else really. It would have been like set down shot or something.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to finally put this into use.
Awesome, man. I'm glad we are able to.
Guys, number 1.
So next we're going to go over to the Three Bears and see if we can get them to say welcome home to everybody. And we'll keep going on down the street.
2 guys and a camera, and an idea for a movie. All part of the Little Hollywood Shootout.
The film is a nativity type story for the modern era about a couple that is in a city and they get pushed out of the city because there's not enough room, and so the only place that they find refuge and a welcome home is in Kane County.
1/3 will be cast out.
Okay. In this city, there is no room for you.
In this city, there is no room for you.
Right, give me a throaty. In this city.
In this city, there is no room for you.
That was good, the second part. Do that all together. Do it. And enunciate with your jaw. That looks good when you're doing that. In this city.
In this city, there is no room for you.
But you gotta look at the lens.
3, 2, 1, action.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you're shoveling?
How's that good-looking sister of yours? Must be awful dangerous for living on that farm on her own. Why do I keep saying on her own? Why does it sound...
Must be awfully dangerous her on that farm all by herself while you're out here making a living.
How's that good-looking sister of you? Ready?
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Now why don't you smell what you're shoveling?
How's that good-looking sister of yours? Must be awful dangerous, her living on that farm all by herself while you're out making a living. For all you know, she could be in danger right now.
A dead-end trail, a windy, dusty canyon, a rundown shanty, and 2 cowboy outlaws. Prime ingredients for a great American Western movie.
Well, we're all film lovers, and not just watching movies, but filmmaking as an art form. And we're from southern Utah, down there in lovely St. George, and we actually throw guerrilla showcases down there. We do them a few times a year, but it's really fun to participate, to come out and be a part of this and spread the word. And it's great. Really, it's about encouraging other filmmakers.
Douglas Keller grew up around the historic Perry Lodge. He worked with the movie stars who stayed here. And with a big smile, he'll happily show you his own wall photo inside the quaint dining hall.
So we built this new dining room and tried to keep the look the same. The doors and whatnot are off the old dining room. And the windows, we used modern windows, but tried to keep them looking the same as the old one. Much nicer dining room than they had when back in the day when the movies were here.
We met Douglas Keller inside this old barn behind the Perry Lodge. Keller knows the heyday of making movies around here is long gone, but he never seems to tire of pulling up a chair and telling you how good it once was.
I grew up right across the street here, and there were always movies in here, and it was just a normal thing. Now looking back on it, I think, boy, that was the greatest. I wish we still had them coming in all the time.
Well, what do you make of it? I don't know. Nice quiet town. Let's have a look. Yo! That's good, baby.
In this outdoor movie museum, there are movie props everywhere, and visitors get to try them out. This vagabond windmill has made several movie appearances. And this prop, it's supposed to be a heavy rock guardhouse at a ranger's gate to Zion National Park. And here, the Tack and Feed building. It's from a 1948 film about 2 outlaws vying for the affection of Yvonne DiCarlo.
How do we look?
Let's give it a try, Pockets. He's tired.
Juana, are we talking about the same animal?
The John Wayne movie, Atari. They were out capturing animals for zoos, and this is the kind of vehicle they were driving. They had a seat mounted up on the front. They'd hold a big old noose out to try to catch the zebras that were running. It was quite a show.
This might be the most popular prop in town, and a ride you won't soon forget.
A couple of them have seen it and just said that's what we need for our photo shoot or a movie that's being made. It was the perfect vehicle. The movie that it was in, I took it over, we started in St. George and trailered it over there because it's not the funnest vehicle on the highway. Goes about 50 miles an hour top speed, but while I was over there I got to drive it a little bit while they filmed me, and there was some of the actors got to drive it, and they had a whole camera crew in the back of it and driving around, and it was kind of an experience. A lot of standing around waiting when you're not the director of a movie, but it was neat.
As nightfall blankets Kanab, Perry Lodge gets dusted off and spruced up, and the clock keeps on ticking. Remember, the filmmakers have only so many hours to complete their movie, so they keep working through the night and play a few games to keep the mood a bit light. And with daylight, back to work on the film. Time to get those last shots in and get the movie made.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna stand just like this, and you're just looking at them, stick them up.
Johnny was saying not to grab or not walk in on this one.
So go ahead and stand right there. Stick them up.
Stick them up.
Hey Juan, are you getting that tree shadow? Should we try to have her take a half a step to the left or something to try to get that one little one off?
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay,
and I'm gonna need you to move back.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready when you are, Johnny. I'm speeding.
All right, camera 2 speeding.
Okay, am I still in frame? Yeah. Okay. How about now?
Make sure you're keeping your look
There
at
you
your.
go.
Okay, let's go ahead, Slate.
Make sure you look
You
at
need
your.
to move back more, like.
And
All right, there you go, like
can
that.
you run this one real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Chance, you're gonna have to put the slate like just all the way in front of her face.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right, let her go potty real quick.
Yeah. Cut. Garbage take again, Katie.
Yeah, man, we are not.
We had the win once we said ready. So we got a few of them where she's saying that we have to use them. Let her use the bathroom and probably could. Once she comes back, we got the camera ready, we got everything ready. All we have to have is the slate ready.
Leon Breakerhoff and Ron Johnston are both going to be available for that time.
Tomorrow.
Personally, I really like just setting it up and really getting everyone to work on the same page, and the team unity is one of my favorite aspects of filmmaking, because if you're not working well as a team, then you're not going to have a good finished product. So I really enjoy getting everyone on the same page and working at the same pace and get going.
That way.
If we can schedule a time, then we can schedule a time with the bar.
Right. I also enjoy meeting new people and just having a ball with it. So as much fun as I can have while working hard and getting stuff done is the goal.
That's the shot we need.
That's it. We finally got it with no win.
Right.
And she sounded mean.
Good job.
Yeah. Good job. Did a good job.
What this is for is it's a little separate than, they have a one-line talking part, all these people, but then the green screen is for kind of the last shot of the film where the couple is surrounded by all of these images of all these people. And so we needed to green screen it, and so we just held up a sheet and we'll mat out everything and then, you know, key the rest of it. But then we can get everybody to kind of surround this couple, and then we all have them all looking down at a direction during part of it, and so they're all going to be looking, you know, at this couple that finally arrived in Kane County, and it's kind of a welcoming circle of friendship, I guess.
Camera rolling and action.
I think the story of the horseman reminds us all of the age-old questions that are out there. Are we inherently good, or are we inherently evil? If you hang around Kanab while movies are being made, chances are you'll get roped into doing some work on a film. It happened to me. The Young Kid, his movie about a horse, and an offer I couldn't refuse. Inside the Crescent Moon Theater, all the movies had their premieres, and they were all well received. They were all winners.
Stick 'em up.
For me personally, it's just life passion. I mean, it's about doing what makes you happy, what you strive to do, and that's what I've always wanted to do since I was about 12 years old.
In this city, there is no more room. Here you are the problem.
Please, sir, what place is this?
This is Kane County.
Is there room for us here in Kane County? We will be a family soon.
We have room here in Kane County. Let me bring you into the fold.
Part of the value for maybe a professional is it's a great opportunity to let people participate on your team, like James here with me, who's never really done video but is kind of interested in it. So it's a way where you can get other people involved who are interested but haven't quite got the experience to do it on their own yet.
I knew Horseman when he was very, very young. In fact, after his mother died, we took him in down there at the animal sanctuary. But he wasn't like animals that were there already. You could tell that right away. In fact, he was half horse and half man.
I don't think we should see each other anymore. I just think we should go see other people,
I think it was during this time that he went through kind of a vandalism stage. Maybe he was looking for a little attention. And I've heard that a lot of young fillies go through that phase once in a while when they're trying to find themselves. I guess that can happen when you're not sure of your identity, like he was. And of course, having his mother die the way she did, that didn't help.
Inspiration. I guess that's how it is for everyone. So cool. And I thought, maybe I should try something like that, or try something on a smaller scale.
Get ready to meet your maker, kid! Well, look at what we got here. Surprised to see you standing on your feet. With this, it's just a flesh wound. Nothing a bag of loot can't fix.
Honestly, the competition, that doesn't have anything to do with why we do this. It's really just about trying to get better at what we do and encouraging other people. I feel like this is a great thing for startup filmmakers, people who've never done it, always wanted to try, weren't sure how to, and this is a great way for them to do that. But, what do we hope to take back? Good little movie, hopefully.
Boys, where's your sister?
Mom!
Action.
Did you lose your North Star? Did you lose it? Did you lose it? Did you leave it in the jar by your big waterbed? Did you travel very far? Did you travel? Did you travel? Did you look outside of who you are?
We'll have plenty more lights, camera, and action next time out here on Discovery Road. I'm James Nelson.
And I'm Marida Gallo. That's all, folks.
Can we end this now? Or do you want to keep going?